Hey everyone, Christian here, and here's another palm review, and this one is going to be on Dypsis pusilla. So this palm, along with a number of other species in the Vonitra complex of Dypsis, which include Dypsis utilis, Dypsis dransfieldii, Dypsis crinita, and Dypsis pusilla, all kind of they all have similar characteristics, which usually are going to have twin trunks like that. They're going to be fibrous, and they're going to have a new red or bronze emergent leaf. So these usually grow in the under canopy of a lot of the rainforests in I think it's in the middle of Madagascar, right in the middle or near the coast. Might be in northern Madagascar. I didn't remember exactly what part, but these are not like ones that usually grow out in the open, like Dypsis, Decarii and Leptochelios. So, or Chelios, I should say. But yeah, these are little daintier palms. This does get the common moniker the old lady palm because it's not the old man palm. It's obviously Cocothrinax crinita, but it still has a fibrous trunk, hence the name. So that name's been given to kind of this complex. So Vonitra is one of the many complexes that are in Dypsis, but these are cool little middle-sized palms that have a lot of color and grow really well in smaller areas, almost resembling like a Camandaria sort of shape in a lot of the leaflets, with the midribs having multiple, two or three here. And it's a little bit, it is not as tough as many of the other Dypsis, but it does make up for that in color and kind of uniqueness, I guess you could say. So the seeds of these palms are going to look a lot similar to that of Dypsis lutescens and a lot of others. That's why they kind of lump it all into Dypsis. Usually a lot of the seed and the flowering are characteristics are very similar. And this is going to be a kind of a fibrous seed, a lot of hair on it, and it's going to be probably about the size of the tip of my finger there, maybe about half that actually. I don't know if that's really helps out, but maybe like a centimeter long and half a centimeter wide, and oval in shape. And these do tend to like a lot of water, especially just kind of it can be watered in the crown, it can be watered in the base. And I actually had a Dypsis crinita in my yard. I think it kicked the bucket in 2010 from our really cold weather. I want to say this is a kind of a zone 10A palm. It's not very sensitive, but it seems to dislike really cold weather or any kind of like long-term weather in the 30s. Doesn't seem to grow very fast, and I mean, sorry, doesn't seem to. It needs to kind of grow faster. It does not do well in those temperatures. It needs to kind of grow out of it quickly. So mine, I think, had spear rot at 28. So that kind of gives you an idea. It is a little bit more sensitive than other Dypsis, and that's probably due to the fact that it grows in more of a rainforest and more protected kind of climate than some of the ones that grow out in the open, like the triangles and teddy bears. So yeah, I don't remember this being a very hard seed to germinate, but you make sure you want to get fresh seed. I once acquired 1,000 seed of Dypsis dransfieldii, and they were all floating, so that was a little bit of a disappointment. Excuse me. As you can see, it does hold a pretty loose crown of leaves, which does kind of add to its sort of tropical feeling. It isn't very upright. It kind of has this look of something you might see even that growing from the New World, like I said, Camandarias. So it works best. I think it does best in the kind of shade it is in now, which is about 50%. So it gets about a half a day's sun. This isn't a palm that's going to burn up once it sees the sunlight. So it's not the easiest palm to grow. You got to keep it watered. You want soil that's going to be a little bit less drainage, in my opinion. I think is best for this to keep the moisture intact. So it does have it does like to stand out because of the red coloring on the leaflets, and it does. I believe that due to the fact that it is kind of small and dainty yet colorful at the same time, it is a great addition to any palm garden. But yeah, that's about it. I've only grown one of these. I found them to be kind of, they aren't huge sellers in Florida, so I have not grown a lot of them. But the color is definitely worth, because of the color, because of their their oddities, their double trunks, which they all seem to have, and the fact that a lot of them look nearly identical to each other. Any of them in this complex are worth growing. So if you want to give it a shot, try finding some seed. You might find some at a palm sale near you, and they're not the slowest growers, so you'll get that kind of color and size relatively fast. I'd say they're probably like a 6.5 out of 10 as far as a growth scale goes. This plant is probably halfway to maturity, so it'll get about double this size, and it would start flowering. So I haven't seen any flower in Florida. I don't know if it's the climate, but it might be just some Dypsis just don't like the seed here, and there really isn't any other explanation for it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more palm reviews like this, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification button. I do go live a lot, and we have a great time chatting about palms. If you have any questions about this Vonitra complex of Dypsis, leave a comment down below, and I'll get to you guys as soon as I can. And thanks for watching, everyone.